So let's start. So the topic of discussion for today's video is, by the way, I'm trying this for the very first time. I don't know how the heck this session will go. And so yeah, just don't get after my neck if this isn't good. Okay? So yeah, let's start. So today we will discuss about that you can have the life you want. Like, this is the fundamental concept which I will be going over today. That you can have this life which you want. But there are certain conditions and there are certain things which will have you lead this life which you want. Let's start. Most people believe that all their childhood dreams die as they grow older. Like when I was younger, I felt that I could achieve jack shit. Like I felt that I could do this and I could do this, and then I would be the world's strongest man. Then I would have the most money in the world. I would be the richest. I had all these crazy dreams for a second grader, but most things changed as soon as I became an adult. All these things and all these dreams which I had suddenly vanished. They vanished into thin air, and I was just a normal boy. I was just a normal guy who was in his ninth, in his 10th class, in his 11th class, who just wanted to finish school, get a nice job, and yeah, it's over. But something changed. I got some great mentors, and they really helped me. They told me that what was the real thing which I really wanted. Like ever since I was a kid, fuck, this has. But ever since I was a kid, I wanted to have what we call this world. I wanted to have control, complete and utter control over my life. We will say complete control over my life. I wanted to control everything, every aspect of my life I wanted to control. And thus, when you are in a job, you can't control it. Like, fundamentally, you have a boss and you have to do things according to him, not according to you. You have to do things which he thinks is very great, not what you think is the best. So you have to change your standards from yours to his, which dreaded me. Like I never wanted to be that, and thus these mentors helped me actually get this understanding about myself that I am what we called is a fair fuck control freak. Thus I can't really have that control in a business, in a job. So I need to start some kind of business. But I didn't know what to start, and I still don't know what to start, and I'm still figuring it out. Figuring it out, blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah, you can have the life you want, but there are certain conditions. You have to consciously decide what you want to have. What the fuck does this mean? Like, I have to consciously decide what I want to have. Yeah, you have to decide what kind of a life you want to live. So, this is like the step which you have to do. Do it. Like, you have to do it. There is no any other alternative. You just have to do it. Take some time out of your day to decide what you want. This is essentially what we say journaling in self improvement language. This is what people call as journaling, but it's basically that you decide that this is the life I want to live, and there are just pretty basic questions which you want to decide, which will give you clarity. The most important thing in life is having the clarity of wanting, of knowing what you want. So decide what kind of a life you want. Just take a moment back and just think that, oh, what kind of a life do I want to live? Do I want to be an engineer and work every day on my projects, or do I want to be a creative designer every day trying to do something new creative, or I want to have or be a content creator, meaning every day I will have some kind of content to produce, or you might have a third thing that you want to have. Fuck, 1 minute. Or you have some kind of other thing which you want to do, like like anything, anything. And then the second question can be that what kind of a stories you want to tell. Like, do your stories want to make you look intellectual or really strong? Like, for example, Eddie Hall and Jeff Bezos stories would be entirely different. Jeff Bezos will probably tell that how he overcome the challenges of becoming of being an entrepreneur and starting and scaling Amazon to such a big feat. And Eddie Hall will say that how his journey was of becoming a world's best strongman and deadlifting 500 kgs. So those two are entirely different things. So think what kind of a stories you want to tell, what kind of stories you want to tell to people. And because, first of all, for stories to tell, you need to become the person. And stories will help you decide what do you want to become. What do you want to become? And thus, I think that this question is really helpful. That what kind of a story do I want to tell? Now, the third question is that what kind of people you want to meet? Because of course, everyone meets different kinds of people in their journeys. Some meet the kind of people which are really good at tech stuff because they went into the tech field. Some people meet the kind of athletes because they went and chose to be an athlete. Some people meet the hedonistic people, which they themselves are, who love partying, drugs, because they chose this path. And just it would be really helpful if you just take a moment to decide that what kind of a people do you want to meet, because the people you meet is a reflection of yourself. You meet the people you already are, because fundamentally you see the reflection of yours in them. That's pretty complicated. But yeah, just answer this question. So these are the pretty much foundation questions which you need to answer, and just answer them. It will take you 5 to 10 minutes. Like, it took me like 3 minutes to answer basically all of these questions. So just answer them and it will give you a lot of clarity on what kind of life you want. Because half of the problem is like 50% of the problem is knowing what it is. Because if you can define the problem, you have identified it, that okay, this is the problem which I have. Now I need to take the 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3, in order to do it. And then you can just do it. It's efficient. It's not as cumbersome as it seems when you know the steps which you want to do. Like, most of the things which we feel that are too difficult for us are just like they are in this cloud of mystery. In this mystery, and we don't know what it is inside of them. But if we just identify that there are 1, 2, and 3 steps which we have to take in order to get this big star or goal, we can say, then it's so easy. Like, all we have to do is just do these 3 things, and then we can achieve this goal, and it's over. So just identify that what is the goal, and then the steps become kind of easy, because then you have the clear objective, of course. So yeah, let's get back. So now let's discuss how I am doing it. So let me show you 3 examples of how I am being the person I want to be. Like, this is the first, this is my own Substack. Okay, and then this is my own Insta page which I have. Oh fuck, I increased a follower. I didn't even see that. Okay, and then this is my YouTube channel, 96 subscribers for ages. Like, please subscribe. Please subscribe. And so You can see that these are all the three things which I am doing every day. I'm posting every day or multiple times a week, around 5 to 6 times a week. I am trying to post on both Substack and Insta. Plus, every at least 3 videos a week, I'm trying to post on YouTube consistently. So these are the things which I am doing every day. And I identified this. Like, this was not something which someone gave it to me. Like, I identified the grueling things which I need to do. I identified that my dream life was of entrepreneurship. I loved to solve problems. I just loved to solve problems. So entrepreneurship was the basic simple thing which I could do because I loved risk. I couldn't care less that if I have a good job or if I am stable. I just don't care about that. I want to live this feeling of excitement that, oh, I have to create this new thing which has been not yet created, and I have to create it out of ether, out of nothing, plain dust. I have to create something out of my own mind and imagination. So that's really my fundamental. Oh, basically, I'm romanticizing entrepreneurship, but yeah, that's the path which I chose. And now I do everything to achieve this massive goal. Like, I post on, I wake up. I basically wake up and I sit on my desk and write. Then I review my work, which I did while writing. Then I post them on all the platforms which I told you about. Then I kind of think that what kind of a YouTube video I want to post, and I work on it. Then I go and help my father in his business, because of course running a business is learning how to learn a business, because practical execution is much better than theory. So it helps me in a way. After that, after coming home at around 4 p.m, I try to sit down on my desk, which I many times procrastinate, but I still try my best. And I just try to work. I work on the different types of videos which I can produce, or I learn something new. Like right now, oh fuck, come my marker. I am learning AI automation. AI auto. Fuck, the pen is lagging. So this is what I am currently learning, or I'm learning to code. Like, these are all the things which I do on a regular basis in order to learn something new, because I don't like to stagnate, and these are some things which I try to learn, the skills I try to learn. And yeah, sometimes I don't do such cool things and I just simply read. So that's part of me. I usually differ day on day, and it's different, but I try to do this every day. And then there's the gym. I finish my day with gym because, of course, I also want to look massive and be sexy as fuck. So yeah, identify the path you want to take in life and then have the Kobe Bryant mentality of obsessive repetition. Now, what does this even mean? Like, obsessive repetition. First of all, let's decipher the word obsessive. Obsessive, which means that something which you think about all day. And what do you think about all day? Your dream. Fuck, I'm writing so bad because of the pen lag. So this is the thing which you talk about, or you think about constantly. Like, I was watching Mr. Beast's podcast, and he just said that he was so different from his peers because his brain all day just thought about YouTube, just all day, and he was 12 at the time. So he had this obsessive personality, and he did the work every day, which is what we call repetition, consistency. And thus he achieved the result, which he has right now, like around 10 crore or even more. I don't know, but he has the biggest YouTube channel in the world, and he did that by being obsessive. He was obsessed about this one thing. So my ending with you is that if we don't stop, we can be sure that one day it will work. Like entrepreneurship in three words is one more day, because you don't know when it will work, but you know that much that someday this all the different things which you are trying, they will work, and then you will be happy. And yeah, that's the point of the game. Is the uncertainty is the whole point of this game. Because if you already knew that you will be successful, then it's not even a game. Like if it was in plain English, your future self came and told you that in 2 years you will have 10K or 20K in your bank, then it would not be worth it, because you already know that this is a predetermined outcome. So that's something which not has come from you inside, and you already know that the world has given to you, and that's frustrating in a way. But when you don't know what will happen, it's kind of a gamble, the gamble. Entrepreneurship, I heard some, I think it was Alex Hormozy who said that entrepreneurship is basically like gambling, because every day you are gambling on the person you will become in the process. So that's what I think, that if you don't stop, it will work. I can't be a success story right now and tell you that it worked for me, because I'm still in the process. I'm still in the trenches with you, deciphering that what do I want in my life, because this is not a one day task which you can do that, okay, this day, this is the day which I decided that I want to be this, and then it's fine. Then you just have to follow the roadmap. In this road of entrepreneurship, if you have decided, or any other road, there will be massive rocks which you have, and they will all the whole step of the way, there will be these hurdles which you have to, you know kind of pass and get ahead. And the better you come, you farther you go on this road, the clearer your goal will be. So yeah, the only point of the game is to never stop. Bye bye. And yeah, uh, you can read my newsletter for free. It's basically essays and stories with deepful insights which I write every day. It's not AI automated. It's not. I write them every day. And second thing, that you can have a free clarity call with me, where I will tell you what your problems are and how you can help them, how you can identify them, plus you can solve them. So yeah, that's all for today. Bye bye. Take care.